Hello and welcome back to Who Wins. In this series, I'll be putting two characters of around the same power level against each other. In today's video, we have Thanos the Mad Titan against Onslaught. Before we get started, don't forget to comment your battle ideas, and please correct me if I get anything wrong or if I miss a feat. With that being said, let's get started. Thanos was created by Jim Sterling and Mike Friedrich, and he first appeared in Iron Man number 55. His origin, however, wouldn't be explained until years later in Thanos Rising. It is here where we discover that Thanos was born with the deviant gene. This is the main reason for his physical appearance. When his mother first saw him, she tried to kill him because of the way he looked and because she believed he would kill everyone in the universe. Despite his abnormal appearance, Thanos had a relatively normal childhood until he met a mysterious girl that convinced him to explore a cave with his friends to overcome his fear of killing. A cave-in separated him from his friends and trapped Thanos underground. After 3 days of digging, he reached the surface and discovered that his friends had been killed by the animals that lived inside the cave. The mysterious girl that convinced him to explore the cave would once again convince him to go back into the cave and slaughter the creatures for revenge. From this point forward, Thanos would never be the same, and he would search for the meaning of life in other creatures by killing them. Before killing his mother, he confessed to the murder of 17 other people. Because he is an Eternal, Thanos possesses incredible amounts of strength, durability, and speed. He is capable of knocking out super durable individuals such as Beta Ray Bill. He's also been shown easily overpowering top Marvel powerhouses like the Thing and Hulk. Thanos has been shown unaffected by the Thing's punches and Thor's lightning. He possesses many more powers besides this. For example, he can project energy beams from his hands and eyes which are capable of hurting and knocking out Thor and the Thing. Thanos has the ability to manipulate matter on an atomic level. With this power, Thanos was able to transform a scroll into stone. In addition to this, Thanos is also a genius. He uses his intelligence to increase his powers. That's enough about Thanos. Let's look at Onslaught for a minute. Onslaught was created by Mark Waid and Andy Kubert, and he first appeared in X-Men number 15. His origin would be explained through several different comic books. Onslaught is a psychic manifestation of two of the world's most powerful mutants, Charles Xavier and Magneto. As for how exactly this would happen, well, during an intense battle between Magneto and the X-Men, Professor Xavier would finally be pushed past his limit and use the full force of his telepathic powers to shut down Magneto's mind. During the few seconds in which Professor Xavier was telepathically attacking Magneto, Xavier would be infused with all of Magneto's negative emotions, such as anger and vengeance. This, combined with Charles' suppressed negative feelings, resulted in a split personality within Charles. Onslaught gets most of his abilities from Professor Xavier and Magneto. His powers include telepathy, telekinesis, and magnetism manipulation. With his telepathy, Onslaught can create powerful, realistic illusions and possess entire groups of people. His telepathy is so powerful that he can even control the Hulk. With his telekinesis, Onslaught was able to rip apart the X-Men mansion, and with his magnetism manipulation, he created an electromagnetic pulse that was strong enough to send people and cars flying into the air. The EMP blast was also capable of destroying several buildings. In addition to these powers, Onslaught also possesses enhanced strength and durability. So who wins and why? Let's analyze Thanos and Onslaught some more and compare feats to feats, but before we do, there are going to be some rules. The first round is mainly going to focus on their strength, durability, and speed. The second round will be a battle of the minds instead of physical attributes. In the third and final round, both Thanos and Onslaught will have access to all of their powers and gear. For Thanos, this means that in this round he'll get access to the Infinity Gauntlet, and Onslaught will have his reality warping abilities. The battle will also mainly focus on these categories. Any other notable feats or attributes will go into the X Factor. With that being said, let's get started. In the strength category, Thanos has been shown easily punching right through War Machine and stopping a punch from Blackheart. Thanos was also capable of breaking Ronan the Accuser's universal weapon. One of Thanos' best strength feats was when he was able to knock out the Super Skrull with a single punch. This is impressive due to the fact that the Super Skrull has withstood hits from both the Silver Surfer and Thor. Onslaught's strength isn't bad either. He's capable of restraining the Juggernaut and pulling out the Crimson Gem of Cyttorak from within him. Onslaught is also capable of overpowering the Hulk and hurting Magneto through his shield. By far, Onslaught's best strength feat was when he was able to hurt Professor Hulk. This is impressive because this Hulk has withstood hits from Thor. Even though Onslaught has a super impressive feat, he still loses the strength category, and it's mainly due to Thanos being able to stop a hit from Thor. When it comes to their durability, Thanos has been shown to be unharmed by Thor's lightning attack and the Silver Surfer's energy blast. Thanos has also withstood a direct hit to the face from Thor. This is super impressive because Thor can hit with enough power to destroy a mountain. One of Thanos' best durability feats was when he survived a blast from the Cosmic Cube. The Cosmic Cube is a super powerful item that has the ability to control matter and energy. Thanos has stated that it's the only object that has the ability to challenge the Infinity Gauntlet. Onslaught's durability is pretty good as well. He survived a combined attack from the Fantastic Four and other heroes like Bishop, Hawkeye, and Iceman. Onslaught has also endured the full force of Cyclops' Optic Blast and punches from an enraged Hulk. One of Onslaught's best durability feats was when he survived Thor going through him. Even with this impressive feat, Thanos still takes the durability category, and it's mainly due to him being able to withstand a blast from the Cosmic Cube. As for the speed, Thanos is capable of reacting fast enough to block an energy blast and dodge an attack from Drax. Thanos can also easily dodge an attack from the Champion of the Universe. Unfortunately, Onslaught doesn't really have any speed feats, but he should be around the same level as the heroes he fights like Hulk and Thor. Thanos has also fought both of these heroes, so he should be around the same level. Thanos takes the speed category mainly due to him actually having feats. The last category we're going to be looking at is their gear. Thanos possesses a device which gives him godlike powers. I'm of course talking about the Infinity Gauntlet. With the Gauntlet, Thanos increases his already impressive strength and durability. He also gains the power to manipulate time, space, reality, and the mind. With the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos can create copies of himself and turn Nova into Legos. Thanos is also capable of freezing in time multiple Avengers at once with a simple snap of his fingers. Onslaught doesn't have any gear, therefore Thanos takes this category without a doubt. And finally, let's look at their X factors, and yes, that's with an S, because both Thanos and Onslaught have many different powers. For instance, Thanos can project energy blasts, which he stated are capable of leveling a mountain. With his energy blasts, Thanos can knock down the Hulk and kill Drax the Destroyer. Drax possesses great amounts of durability. He was fine after a close range blast from the Silver Surfer. This is super impressive because the Surfer's blasts are stated to be powerful enough to destroy a planet. Thanos also possesses high levels of telepathy, which he can use in different ways, like to mind control or communicate with others through the mind. His telepathy is so strong to the point where he's easily overpowered Moondragon, a telepath who is capable of defeating Professor X. Onslaught also has great telepathic abilities. With them, he's been able to reduce Wolverine's intelligence to that of a baby and made Storm believe she was still a child. He's also capable of putting mental blocks in Juggernaut's mind and breaking through Charles Xavier's mental guard. This is super impressive because Charles has one of the most powerful minds on Earth. Onslaught's most powerful power is his reality warping, which he gets from Franklin Richards. With this ability, Onslaught's been able to create several Fantastic Four villains and a son. So when we look at all of their feats, who wins and why, I'm gonna give the first round to Thanos, because he does have the better strength, durability, and speed. Onslaught's strength level isn't necessarily bad, it's just that when compared to that of Thanos, it's clearly outmatched. For example, while Onslaught is capable of fighting Professor Hulk, a Hulk who scales to Thor, and while this is impressive, Thanos on the other hand isn't only capable of fighting opponents who scale to high-tier Marvel heroes such as the Silver Surfer and Thor, but is also capable of directly hurting a Thor that was amplified by the Power Gem. Onslaught is also outmatched in durability and speed, but unlike strength where it really isn't that noticeable, here it actually is. What I mean by this is while Onslaught's best durability feat is him surviving an attack from Thor. This is impressive, but when put against Thanos' best durability feat, which is him surviving a blast from the Cosmic Cube, then Onslaught's best is clearly outmatched. It is the same, or maybe even worse when it comes to their speed, seeing as Onslaught doesn't really even have any speed feats. Onslaught doesn't really have anything going for him in the first round. He's outclassed in every single one of the categories, specifically speed. The second round is a telepathic battle, and unlike the first, here Onslaught has most of the advantages. He doesn't only know how to use his telepathic abilities better, but they're also more powerful than those of Thanos. For example, while Thanos barely uses his telepathic abilities for simple things like to communicate with others through the mind and mind controlling others, Onslaught isn't only able to do this as well, but is also capable of overpowering some of the most powerful mutant minds on Earth. It's mainly for this reason why Onslaught wins the second round. In the last round, Thanos will have the Infinity Gauntlet, and Onslaught will have his reality warping abilities, which he acquired from Franklin Richards. With the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos gains many different powers, like the ability to manipulate space and time. However, for this round, I mainly wanted to focus on the Gauntlet's reality warping abilities, which are pretty impressive. For example, Thanos is capable of turning Thor into glass and snapping away half of all life in the universe. On the other hand, Onslaught only truly has one impressive reality warping feat, and it was when he created a sun. This, compared to Thanos' feat, is very unimpressive. In addition to Thanos having the better feat, he's also survived reality warping before. The same can't be said about Onslaught, therefore I'm gonna have to give the final round to Thanos. It's also Thanos who's winning the battle overall, as he did win 2 of the rounds. That's it for the video. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. You know, making a battle with 2 super powerful characters like Thanos and Onslaught was actually super fun. This battle actually came from one of you guys. You you recommended it, and I decided to do it. So if you have any more battles with, again, super powerful characters like this, it could be heroes, it could be villains, it would be pretty cool if you could recommend them.